I'm Grylls. I'm gonna show you how to survive all of the most dangerous places on the planet. I've got to make it through a lifetime of hurt and pain in the sort of places you couldn't survive in unless you were there with me. I'm Grylls. Last year, I attempted to survive a very common survival situation, surviving with no arms, and I succeeded. Now this year, I'm going at it again, but this time, instead of my arms being missing, my legs are gonna be missing. As you can see, I've tied them in a gunny sack and pulled the strings on it tighter than ever before. Now my legs are as useless as my cameraman. No offense.
Oh, okay, really?
Let's get to surviving. Last time, I explained how when you're surviving with no arms, if you ever find yourself in that situation, you can die very easily. All it would take is a killer mouse and you're done for. But if you ever find yourself in a situation where you can't survive without your legs, you're gonna die because you can't survive without your legs. I'm gonna teach you how to survive without your legs, so that way you don't die trying to survive without your legs. Now, when you have no legs, remember, it's way easier to die than if you have no arms. So basically, to summarize, if you're laying on the ground with no legs, trying to crawl your way to freedom and back to society, even a tree falling on you could kill you. If you had your arms, wouldn't hurt at all. And now I'm losing control of my legs as I start to survive. The most important thing you needed to do when you're surviving with no legs is to always keep moving. If you stop moving, you're useless. And you'll die instantly. So what you need to do, I'm gonna stop moving for a second and hope no trees fall on me. What you need to do is to constantly use your arms as grabbing mechanisms and pull yourself along the ground. If you stop, you're a whiny wussy and you're useless, just like you would be if you stopped moving. The first thing you need to do when you're surviving with no legs, just like any other survival situation, is to find food. It should be relatively easy for you, as you'll probably be already on the ground. If you're not, then you're probably falling out of an airplane with no legs and you're gonna die anyway, so just give up all hope and just commit suicide, it's fine. Now, if you're on the ground, like a normal person with no legs, you need to find food first, like I said. As you can see right here, we've got a beautiful, juicy, delicious mushroom. However, I've had bad experiences with mushrooms in the past. Tennessee was well, I don't remember much from Tennessee, so from what I can tell and recollect, it was pretty bad. But anyway, so forget the mushrooms. Instead, go after the ants. Only the ants. They have a massive amount of protein in their tiny little abdomens. You eat 5 of them, and you'll be set for a whole week. Delicious. One down, 4 to go. Now that we're completely full from eating those 5 ants, the next thing we need to do is get out of here. Now, of course, if you find a vehicle, it's not going to do you any good. You obviously can't use it. You can't get on a snowmobile, a helicopter, an airplane, an F-15, whatever it is. You're as useless as the ants you just ate. So, the only thing you can do is to try and call in some people to help you. Now, if you're like me right now, you have absolutely no way of contacting the outside world. You're practically alone, like I am most of the time, even when I'm not surviving. That's okay, I suffer from crippling depression, but that's another story. Anyway, so to attract people, if you're ugly, you got no hope. Unless you light the trees on fire and get some helicopters and some firemen out to save your life. And, well, to the best of their knowledge, you didn't start the fire. You're just there in the middle of it, holding the flamethrower. So, once you do that, you'll be saved. Now, it's a little too wet out here to dry this. But for the past 20 years, it's worked great for me in California. So there's that. So I've been crawling for quite some time now. My arms are going to be 3 times bigger tomorrow. Thanks, Mother Nature, for the workout. Anyway, I've been going pretty slow. I was passed by a turtle. And he's way up there now. And yeah, that made me feel pretty bad about myself. So I started trying to use my grabbing mechanisms to pull myself along a little faster. And I did pass an inchworm. However, he was going down the hill and I was going up the hill. But I call that success. Small wins, everyone. You always need them. Anyway, so it turns out that cameraman is not as useless today as he normally is.
Wow, who would have thought that?
Yeah. He brought the bear backpack with him. Mind you, he didn't bring the bear backpack 2.0 because he's an idiot, but he brought the first kind. The first one, the original.
Well, you made both, so.
Whatever. Anyway, apparently, according to you, there's a fully charged sat phone in there and a flare gun with flares.
Right, but I obviously recommended one over the other.
Right, the flare gun.
No, that's not that. No, I
No,
didn't.
the flare gun's clearly the best option.
No, it's not.
I don't understand your logic, cameraman. Honestly, you're getting stupider by the day. Okay, I'm about done crawling. Give me the flare gun. I remember, it's important to never waste your flare. Oh my God, I just wasted the flare.
That looks like it's starting a fire, Bear.
Oh boy. Well, I thought it was too wet to start a fire. California's got a competitor now. Oh God, we better crawl away. As you can see, there's a lot of flames out there. And they might be traveling faster than I am.